Hello, Counter here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showcasing the 1% secret Doctor Strange. You can get this guy from the anniversary raid, and as you can see he is a 1% drop. This unit is pretty interesting and has 3 paths, which we will be showcasing all today. Have an ability called Rotunda of Gateways. This ability allows the Sorcerer Supreme to swap between 3 states, meaning that you can actually switch his paths mid-game. He does have the primary passive called Chaos Meter. The Sorcerer Supreme's Chaos Meter fills by 11% per second. When the meter is full, he gains a Chaos Sigil. The secondary passive applies suppression to enemies in range and it gains 10% range per stored Chaos Sigil. So if you are wondering what the suppression is, it makes enemies 35% slower. And the other status effect Arc Bound, which stuns the target for 3 seconds before applying a 10% permanent slow. So now let's see how good he is on each path. So he is going to be 15,000 to place. So when I place him, I will use the ability. Now he does have 3 paths that we can choose. One of them is the Madness state, the other one is Dormant state, and the other one is the Timekeeper state. So the first one we're going to do is Madness. As you can see that he is basically shooting non-stop, and he is doing 9.6 million maxed with 2.4 second SPA and 20% crit. You see these Sigless things? Every time this board charges up, he will get the Sigless. So this one, what it does is really interesting. So the path on the left, which is the Madness State one, turns the Sigless, which he collects, into ammo and uses them for just pure damage. He gains damage as the waves go on, but stops when he runs out of ammo. A unique thing about this is that basically we'll use these Sigless. You will always have to keep switching his abilities, so you will let him charge his Chaos Sigless first and then use his first path. He does not gain any Siglesses on this path, he only removes them. But keep in mind, he does get stronger and stronger every time. So when we use all Dragos plus the golden one, he is doing 64 million damage and he's getting better and better. But as you can see, since he doesn't have any Sigless, he will be going back to full AoE. He is back in full AoE where he gets even more Sigless, which you can use it for the other paths. Now for the second path, which is Dormant State. Dormant State allows the Sorcerer Supreme to swiftly recharge and gain Chaos Sigless. So as you can see, nothing actually changes. So as soon as all of his Sigless are over or are used, he will go back to the dormant state instantly on its own, but as you can see, this one gives suppression. So this dormant state is basically like Girl's contract, where he only gives status effects which are slowing in this big full AoE. So when you do use Golden Drago, you can see the full AoE that he does is insane, but keep in mind he is actually doing 0 damage and doesn't have an SPA, but every single unit is getting suppression. Now on the third one, which is Timekeeper State. The Timekeeper State allows the Sorcerer Supreme to control time itself, sending enemies back in time. So basically what this one does is it does damage, as you can see, 1.25 million with 4.6 second SPA, and it does hit more than one time. As you can see, after a decent amount of hits, he basically goes into full AoE and does this kind of attack, which also gives him an insane amount of damage. Now, when we use all of the Dragos, he will be doing 4.7 million with 4.6 second SPA. Now, for the Timekeeper one, when the enemies are right here, which is in the defend area, it will push the enemies back completely. It will reset them, I think, at the start again. So it's basically like a Thanos snap, but instead of just killing everything, it just pushes them back to the start. How do you use this unit? Well, I'll tell you right now. So what you actually want to do is go onto his dormant state and just wait. As you can see, the chaos bar is filling up and is giving chaos sigless. In a bit, I will be seeing this thing. The Sorcerer Supreme has reached 7 Chaos Sigless. Now, what you want to do is just go into the Madness state right here, which is the DPS state of him. So now you will be using all Dragos, and you can see he will be doing damage every single time. But he doesn't actually charge his bar at all. He only does damage and wastes them. After everything is wasted, all you will need to do is put him back to the dormant state, and after all of the Chaos Siglets are maxed out, you will be using the Madness state to do damage and rinse and repeat, you will do the same thing. So yeah, this is the Doctor Strange unit. His DPS looks pretty good. He is a slow, he is a support. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see ya in the next one.